Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and I'm going to be showing you guys the best Evo Valk decks. Now, whatever you like to play, whether it's Hog Rider or Goblin Giant or something else, I will have a deck for it, hopefully, for you guys. I will put a timestamp down below so that you can look. I'm going to teach you guys how to play all of them. First up, we do have the Hog Rider Tornado Evo Valkyrie. Now, this deck is super annoying to play against. The Tornado and Evo Valkyrie combo is so annoying when you have a Hog on your tower, and then their Evo Valk just pulls it away. Looks like this guy has Rage and E-Giant, so that'll be an interesting thing to play against. Let's cycle the Goblins in the opposite lane just to kind of try to get a bit of chip damage and cycle. Now, one thing about this deck is because you have 3 spells, you do have to kind of like cycle them smartly, if that makes sense. But because we have the Rocket Tornado option, we should be able to beat down. We went for the Hog Rider opposite lane because he played the healer in the back. Whenever I see healer in the back, I think to myself, I've got something big coming my way. So we're gonna deal with that. Now we're gonna save up for a Rocket. Hopefully, if he makes a big push, let's just wait and see. We have some good damage here. He's gonna be emoting on us. That's messed up. Let's just tornado this stuff together because we'll get some good executioner value out of that, and then we don't have to counter it. Let's go for the Hog Rider opposite lane here, and then just see what he does. He plays the Valkyrie. Not a great counter on his part. I think we'll be able to defend okay, hopefully. Keyword is okay, hopefully. The Evo Valk should be able to help us against the E-Golem. This will be actually a good matchup to kind of see how it goes. He's going to start it in the back, and then he's going to go for the healer. Alright, let's cycle our Goblins here to try to kind of bait out him playing something else. There's his baby dragon. That's good for us. Now, okay, we're gonna play the Evo Valkyrie up high here. He's gonna go for the E-Dragon. I'm gonna rock it right here. Oh my god, did that tornado mess us up there with the Evo Valkyrie? That would have been bad. Let's log the E-Golem, and then let's tornado everything right here for the Ice Spirit. Evo Valk is going to full counter. Let's go for another Hog Rider, and then we're gonna start our Executioner in the back. He's gonna go for his Evo Valk, but I don't think it's going to do any offense for him. We'll just play our Valkyrie to defend it, I think, and we should be okay. He's gonna go for the E-Dragon. That's an interesting play. Let's just rocket this, I guess, and then we can tornado all of this back right here, and then we'll log even, and we'll play the Ice Spirit to stop that healer from getting too much HP. Play the Goblins here as well to help take that down. Let's go for another Hog Rider, and we can cycle to another Executioner as needed. Hog Rider, he's going to tornado it, and he's going to mess it up. That's a bad play by him. We can play our Valkyrie right here to defend, and then we'll just tornado Rocket if he goes for anything too crazy. He's going to go for a opposite lane push, which is, I mean, like, it's an okay plan. Let's just tornado Rocket right here. Take that healer down. He's going to go for a E-Dragon. I'm going to play this up here, and then let's log as well. We might take a bit of damage, actually. That's kind of depressing, but we're gonna get a good counter push out of this. So he's actually in a bit of trouble. Let's go right now, and then let's tornado everything right here. Hog Rider is on the tower. He's gonna be done, and that should be game. We can just rock it. Good game. That's what you get for being a little bit toxic, and let's go on to the next deck. Alright guys, what type of ClashRoyale video would it be without using a mortar deck? Now, the only difference is I did swap out the Knight with the Valkyrie because the Evo Valkyrie is so strong. So again, I'm not using Evo Mortar, I am using the Evo Valkyrie, but you can use either or if you don't have the, you know, the new Valkyrie Evolution. You can still use this deck. It's pretty solid. This guy's going to go for the minions. I'm going to play my Spear Goblins in the back, and I'm going to play my Skeleton Barrel to kind of damage those minions so that they don't do a lot, and the Skeletons might help out with the Giants. Now, it's literally just the exact same Mortar bait deck, but it's Knight swapped out because, you know, Mortar is my thing, Mortar is my jam. Mortar is my bread and butter. He's going to go for a Pump. Make sure you're fireballing these every single time you see them. Pump is so annoying, and especially when you're playing as Giant, they can probably build up like some sort of crazy push that they have. For all you know, they might have 3 Musketeers, which is very depressing, so just watch out for that. It looks like this guy's using a bit of fireball bait. I'm gonna log these. Maybe if our mortar gets another shot, then our tower will clean them up. If anybody ever plays barbarians to counter your mortar, just remember that literally a log plus a mortar shot pretty much full counters them. So if they ever play barbarians at the bridge, like, celebrate and log them, because they're gonna get shredded, and that's like the best news ever for you. He's gonna go for a Sparky in the back. I'm not sure if he's gonna have enough for a Giant. I think he might. But I do have my Little Prince in cycle, which is good. There's his Giant. Let's just wait, and then I'm gonna go for the Goblin Gang to surround it. Let's log, just in case. Let's use our Little Prince ability as well, just to be safe. I can't believe that splashed onto our Little Prince or our Guardian. That's crazy. Hopefully our Little Prince takes this guy out. Come on. Can you please start shooting? Okay, that's alright, but at least he didn't get any splash damage. Let's go for the mortar. He just pumped in double elixir, which in my opinion is a huge mistake. Because you're not going to have a ton of time to get that value back in time. So, like, that he kind of just lost because of that, I think. In my opinion, at least. I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see. I'm going to go for a defensive mortar here to help defend, and we should be able to defend this fairly easily. Let's play a skeleton barrel right here just to kind of cycle. I'm going to play a fireball to get my cycle going as well, and that way the Sparky gets down a little bit quicker. He's going to go for a Goblin gang. I'm going to play my Valkyrie right here. Let's play the Goblin gang here, and then let's just wait. Let's log this actually, and let's play our Spear Goblins, and that should be a pretty easy defense. He's not going to get that damage in time. We could even just fireball this just to, for good measure, you know, stop everything, and that's going to be good. Alright, so one of the first tips that I'm going to give you guys with this deck is when you're playing your Valkyrie, honestly, like, your Valkyrie is really, really good defensively. I wouldn't say it adds a ton of offense, but what it does for this deck is it helps defend even more, which is good because Minor Poison is all about chipping your opponent down. And that's what makes this deck really good, and I honestly think that this is probably the better deck out of all of them. I mean, Mortar is obviously the best deck ever, but I would say that this is, like, if you look in the top 20 people that are currently on the global leaderboard right now, I'd say the majority of decks you're going to see is Minor Poison and also Mortar Bait, which is really cool. I've never seen Mortar Bait so popular, actually, which is interesting. I feel like Mortar Bait is kind of a really viable option. It always has been, but it's not always necessarily the most popular, just because Mortar isn't, like, necessarily OP compared to other combinations sometimes, but right now it looks like it is. We'll just play the Valkyrie, and then let's go for the Bomb Tower to defend. He gets a really good Earthquake on us, but we should defend this pretty well. And then we'll go for a counter push with the Bats and the Miner. That's kind of the go-to. You literally just want to defend and counter push with your Miner. We'll get some really good damage. He has to use the Royal Delivery. And yeah, another tip I'm going to give you guys is don't poison in single elixir. I talk about this a lot whenever I show minor poison decks, but don't do a minor poison push in single elixir unless it's like crazy value that you're going to get with your poison, purely because that's a lot of elixir to spend in single elixir, and like it's the equivalent of like somebody could play a giant for that much elixir and still have more elixir than you. We're gonna have to Bomb Tower in an awkward spot here, but that's okay. It actually works out. But yeah, so don't do that in single elixir just because it's such a big commitment and it is very dangerous. You kind of save that for when you're humming and you have a good little cycle going. Let's go for another miner. I'm playing it in the same place every single time, so I'm going to start to switch it up because we're a little bit too predictable. I'm going to play my Evo Valkyrie right here. Didn't necessarily need to. Let's go for the wall breakers on the other side. Then I'm actually going to log this just to interrupt the Little Prince, and we'll pull all of that in. And the Evo Valkyrie is going to do some really good damage. Alright, he's gonna play the Hog Rider and the Earthquake combination. We'll take a bit of damage here. Let's go for the Miner, and let's also go for the wall breakers with the Valkyrie, which is a very, very good push. Unfortunately, the cannon is going to take that, but that's okay. Let's play the Bats here because that's probably our best counter to the Hog. Alright, we played those a little bit too early. We'll go for a Bomb Tower up high when that Hog Rider comes out, if it does. Alright, there's the Hog Rider. Let's play the Valkyrie here, and then let's log to interrupt the Little Prince, and that should be a pretty decent defense. He's going to get the Knight in front. Let's get the Spear Goblins down in case he has another Hog Rider coming. I'm going to play the Bats right here. Alright, let's play the Evo Valk. Honestly, I feel like Evo Valk makes a case for being one of the better evolutions. I'm not saying it's the best evolution. I'm not saying it beats Knight necessarily all the time, but it is a pretty solid evolution, honestly. Okay, we're gonna have to change things up here because I keep minoring in the same place. I feel like I'm just so excited to talk to you guys. Don't make that mistake. Let's play the Bomb Tower up high. Then let's do this. Are we out of range of the Earthquake? We're not, but that's okay. I don't think that Hog is getting a hit. Let's go for the Miner. Are you kidding me? That got hit? Alright, we're gonna have to start Minor Poison cycling, I think. So let's start to do that. Let's not play the poison just yet. Let's wait to see if we can get a little bit more value. Let's play the Spear Goblins here, though, to be kind of annoying. Let's cycle the bats in the back. Let's log. And then let's go for the miner. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. That's so sad. I did not mean to misplay that poison like that. Oh god. If we don't lose here, that'll be a miracle. Oh my god. OP defense, please. Alright, let's go for another miner, and let's go for the poison with it. He tries to predict, but he doesn't. We have the Evo Valk now. But yeah, honestly, I do feel like the Evo Valk has so much potential to be one of the better evolutions. Again, is it better than Evo Knight? I don't know yet. Or Evo Archers, I don't know. But I think in some decks it can be. Like, look at it, pull all of that in there. Let's just hit him with another poison. And then we can go for some wall breakers to kind of force out a cannon or another counter from him. Let's play the bomb tower up high, and he's not able to get it with the earthquake. Let's just get another miner on the tower, and then we will poison for some value, and that's going to be a good game. I'm glad we won that despite almost messing up by mistake. I do have a Goblin Giant deck. Now, big thing that I'm going to tell you guys with this deck is that your Valkyrie is great defensively until you have the Evo Valk. Then you want to use it offensively, but until then, I would not play your Evo Valk. Or play your Valk in your pushes, okay? Like, I don't want to see you throwing a Goblin Giant and then throwing a Valkyrie in there with it, okay? It's just not going to work out in your favor, so just remember that. But yeah, so let's get into this. Looks like we're up against an interesting deck. I'm honestly just gonna, oh my gosh, I can't believe as soon as I fireball he plays Royal Hogs. That is so painful. But we will defend that pretty well. I think this is not a bad matchup for us. Now, yeah, anyways, so your Valkyrie is great defensively in this deck, obviously. I mean, this deck is not the most defensive deck in the world, but it is great defensively with this deck. I'm just going to Tornado this. I'm curious if this actually works. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well. But yeah, so, you know, it's great defensively. You can use it defensively, and then as soon as you have that Evo, that's when you want to go for the offensive Valkyrie, because what ends up happening is it uses the Tornado ability and pulls the cards into your Sparky shot, which is like awesome. So that's something just to kind of keep in mind. I'm going to play my Goblin Giant here just to keep that alive, and we are going to take some damage on that right side, I think, just because of everything, but we will play a mini Pekka and hopefully get some action going. Sparky is going, I think Sparky's going to get a shot off. Nice, that's awesome. Now he's kind of messed up already because we'll go for the rage on the mini Pekka. This is so toxic. I feel like I play Goblin Giant 24/7 and it's so infuriating when they punish you like that. So I kind of feel bad being on the other end of this. Let's fireball this. We're a little bit low on elixir, so we're getting saved by double elixir here, but we have a pretty good start going. But yeah, honestly, sometimes you don't even need your Evo Valk. It's kind of crazy with this deck, I won't lie. One of those guards did not get pulled, which is great. We'll just play the mini Pekka to help defend, help us out there. Thank you very much, my friend. Let's go for the Goblin Giant in the pocket, and then I'm gonna rage right here. And that mini Pekka should take that. Oh man, we almost got it. But we do have our Evo Valk, so if he goes for the Royal Hogs, wow, we still got that tower. That's so crazy. Let's play the Evo Valk here. OP defense, Royal Hogs counter, question mark? No. But we can just Tornado everything right in there again. It's interesting to see how the Evo Valk kind of works against different cards. Sometimes it can kind of screw you over, honestly, like against Ram Rider. It just keeps giving the Ram Rider its charge. But yeah, this will be a good win, good game. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Please subscribe if you haven't.